The K Series is farmed for its rev-happy nature, and when paired with cams, springs, retainers, lighter rocker assembly, and some lightweight aluminum rods, these engines are notorious for revving up to 11,000 RPM. The K Series engine is legendary in the tuning world. Its strong block, high revving characteristics, and robust aftermarket support make it one of the most modified engines in the Honda lineup. From turbocharging to supercharging or even naturally aspirated builds, the K Series can be pushed to deliver impressive numbers while maintaining reliability. However, in recent years, the J Series engine has steadily been proving itself as the platform that will rival the K Series. The J Series engines are vastly becoming more common to swap in other chassis due to how cheap they are and how easily they make power. The J Series engines, being V6, naturally offer more torque and horsepower due to their large displacement ranging from 3 litre to 3.7 litres. Now, Onair has the only J Series swap Honda that competes in drag racing on the island of Jamaica. This J Series is naturally aspirated and it holds the record for the fastest M1 Honda on the island of Jamaica. Over the years, Onair has steadily been working out the kinks that surround this build, as he's currently on a mission to become the outright fastest J Series in the world. However, the mission for now is to see how effective his current setup will be on the M1 fuel.
For the first, you never say, great man.
Great man!
The signature line. All right, Onair Gallo. This is a 93 Honda Civic EG. I swapped, I J-swapped. It was in an EK shell before that. The best time in that shell was like, 10.7 I think it was. And that chassis was no good though. Quick backstory behind that chassis, I went to this garage of a friend of mine and I said, what you guys doing with this? And he said, we're going to cut it up because it's 4 different pieces that guys put together from one chassis. I was like, huh, really? So anyway, I offered the guy like 40,000 because that's what I could get from the ATM at the time. And I said, I'm going to cut it up, man. I turn on a race car. And he said, all right, leave the 40,000 and take the car. I'm just drive it. It had a single overhead D16 or D15 in there, something like that. I'm gonna take it home and I'm gonna do the research. And everything I say, yo, do K series. But at the time I wasn't working. But they off and for suspension from work, you know, get yourself in some trouble. And I found an article that came across saying the J series would have been the next big thing. When I did the research on it, I was like, okay, these engines kind of like come like almost 300 and it's 500 US for one. I said, yo, I can't do that. So the plan was all right, cool. We're gonna grab a J series and we'll find the kit for install the motor and everything. I bought a crash seal Type S from Copart. Cut the front off and bring it come. The front still next door. We add it to the video. So by the time it came, I just take out the wire loom and everything. And I found a manual online how to wire it up. Buy the Hasport kit, we install it. But this was the EK though. And then we go test drive it. So I mean like everything we put in, ECU, the whole 9 yards, because it was supposed to be a nitrous bill. Then we remember finishing the car and we go test drive it. Believe me, Michael, we go run the road, I'm gonna squeeze it, because the road is usually bad them time, I'm gonna take a small squeeze out of it. I'm gonna look down on the clock and I'm gonna say 86. You know? 86. I say, oh God, it's slow. It's really so much I feel disappointed. I'm gonna drive, come back up into the yard. My father said, what's wrong with you? So that they car slow, you know? Because I'm wasting money. And I say, really? I'm sitting on the car the whole time. I'm gonna look back. I'm gonna say, oh, it's 86 miles an hour. It's an American clock. It's an American car.
Ah, you thought that 86
I thought
kilometers.
it was 86 kilometers. I mean, it's a short little space, I press it. All right, I'm gonna make sure look on the dash when the car roll and not while it wheel spin. Because it just rip the tires the whole time. And it's a pump gas from that time. And I said, I'm getting excited now. I say, yo, old man, come into the car. I can't run the road. Can't run the road. And we'll go around the block. I'm gonna tell you the road bad. Man, him in the car though, I go on the road and him say, yo, squeeze it, man. I said, no, the road kind of bad, man. He say, squeeze it, man. I'm squeezing, Michael. Believe you me, the car going to one dip, lick the oil pan, bust the oil pan.
Jeez.
Luckily, I come fast enough, I just happy come straight in. I'm looking at the car at the same time, I look at a big pool of oil underneath them, and I say, Jano, oil pan mash up already, we mash up as it just start. Anyway, I send for the oil pan, get the oil pan, come back. About to make Verham now, I wipe the nitrous, the whole 9 yard dip on the car. We got alignment out of all our road. Yeah? And the guy them say, yo, give me something when I go down and I say, of course. I'm going to back up the traffic, I'm going to squeeze it, the clutch just go bad. So I one of the first, you see after that, there's a pure miss up. The clutch go bad, so I never make the race meet. So we say, all right, you know what, I could go full race now. Because I start gather some parts. What I could have find at the time. Because the downfall to this setup is that time there wasn't much aftermarket support.
This was in what year?
This would have been about 01, 02. No, let me tell you. 2019. That'd be 2017, 2016. Yeah, right. So it's just before COVID, right during Jamwest time. That's when, because Verham was out. No, it was the last of Verham. So probably the year before.
I remember.
Right, and then we get a whole Kenty. Right, because one of my brethren is sponsored by this ECU Infinity. Infinity new. Because I think my Infinity number was maybe like
the AM
300,
Infinity.
the AM Infinity.
Ah.
I wire it up on everything and I get it for work. Put in the race clutch, set up back everything, I get Kenneth for tune the car. For me, I tune for M5. And him was afraid to use the nitrous with the M5 at the time, so we decided to run all motor. But I had on some aftermarket cam gears, and the cam gears was becoming out of sync. Them would have like warp a bit. And then leave the sensor at a certain RPM. So it wouldn't rev past 6,800 or 6,500 RPM. I'm about to say, yo, again, my feelings down at the gutter. And Kenneth said, come run the car, man. Come and run the car. And I go out and we run the car. No, we never set up no shift light, no nothing. I drive off a feeling of the car. And the car did 11 or 11.1. First pass out.
First pass ever that's what the car
Yeah,
did?
that with the car not revving all the way to the limit to where the engine was capable of. And When we go down the track and back up, I say, yo, this feels slow, you know, man. But then I keep seeing everybody upon yeah. And I say, why do I say yeah? I'm going to come up with Mr. Kenneth and smile. I'm going to say, what happened? I'm going to say, yo, I think you do 11-0 or 11-1. Oh, one of them, though. And then we go back out, the clutch starts creep, as in the master, the cylinder, the cylinder for the clutch. And then that hold the pressure, the car start creep, end up red light in our qualifying. Against, I think it was Vijay. And we still put out 11-2 or something after that. Though for the next meet, we managed to secure some regrind cams from Inline Pro. Put in the cams, Kenneth tune the car pick up maybe like 15 horsepower. But the 15-way pickup is not really say peak, it do it from like the mid-range. Come up.
So again, mid-range power.
Right. Plus the 15 peak, but a whole bunch of mid-range the car pick up.
Right.
And we'll go back out and straight over the trail of the car do 10-9 that time, 10-9, straight over the trailer, without warm the slicks, no nothing. I'm telling you, a limited knowledge I have in terms of building a car. We were on the rear-wheel drive, who's that?
This was on motor?
Yeah, that's just motor alone, and the car do 10-9. The EK was even light at that time, so I still have like the interior panels. So I just one seat, stripped out, engine, we run 15-inch with by 26 by 10 Hoosers, which are a rear-wheel drive. I never know they were rear. I see them a good price for Amazon, so I just buy them. You know, I work on a budget. Somebody suspended from work at the time, and I work on a budget. And 10-9. We'll go back out. I had an insane shaft axles at the time, and I burn it. I'm gonna try to warm the six as much as I can. By the time I go up on the line, it can't move. It 2 axles and done. Wow. All right. That was the last Verham there. So racing shut down for a little while till Kenneth bring
Jamwest.
Correct. And we'll go Jamwest with the car. I remember EK chassis. And we'll go out and we'll make some pass, the car, a bag, and they're all over the place. We'll do 11s. And remember, there was S13 Mike at the time. Him just like,
yes, remember Mike, yes.
He do a 10, so you know when Mike get excited, Mike keep talking, Mike talk. And I say, yo, I lie down in the back of the van, I camp out, you know.
Yeah.
Spread out one towel, you know.
Yeah, that's how everybody say camp out at Jamwest.
I lie down in the back. And I say, God, please, tomorrow, I can't have the time for adjust the launch limit. And what did I say, yo, you know what, please, tomorrow, my mother's qualified 10 because I want to race Mike.
Right.
Because him sounds so excited. I want him happiness. I want to take it from him. That's what I've been in my mind, you know. And he go out and can adjust to something, and he go out and the car qualify, I think it was 10-9. The car qualified 10-9, so we just barely make it on the grid. Me and Toda.
Then time the 10 second was a hard time for run.
Yeah, that's what I did all motor.
Worse
remember,
all motor. You did have like, a few cars back then around 10s.
Yeah, people like Escort Boss and them power and them whole 9 yard. Boss did them there at them time. They like
15
14
second,
man. I think 14
second at Jamwest, yeah.
Yeah, they did them time there. You see me? And them I have fun all day. I'm just there and say, oh,
run up and down on the track.
Oh God, we just need that. We need that time. But we know the car did fast the whole time. Look here what we do. You know, mischief anything, the car still run at 11s.
Consistent.
Yeah, it would even run at 12s. You know? And so I said, oh, the car kind of fast still, you know?
Right.
I think the power at the time was like maybe like 368, 370.
That's what you made at that time?
Yeah, on the M5.
Whoa.
Great. And only thing we had was a forward facing throttle body with a 90mm.
Yes, I remember that. I remember that intake setup the way you had. Yes, I remember that.
At the same motor though, you know. Don't get me wrong, at the same motor.
Right.
And different exhausts. But we'll soon get into that.
Right.
But anyway, long and short tight. When the car qualified 10s, this is where the whole thing said that I use nitromethane come in. Because remember now we moved from 11s and end up around like 10-7, 10-8 and right. Through that meet.
Right.
Mal they beat up a truck in the that eliminations there.
Can he beat up a truck?
Of course. And me first, when we 10-9 qualify, him qualify 10-2 because the slowest got against the fastest
Right.
for the first meet. I beat him.
What it feel like, dog? Well, I know.
When this brother, I can't remember when him lit the nitrous in the car, literally wheelie mid-track.
Yeah.
But I say, yo, you see, once I get third gear and the air starts stuck
Yes.
for me, yo, the car just gets super fast. I think I get like 1 PSI boost, go down the track from the forward facing manifold. So the car get really fast in a third gear. Right. But whenever have no leave the line, maybe we be like 1/8 we pull. And so I do the calculation and I say, wait, the car could have been a low 10-second car as is. But we couldn't have no traction because the chassis never good.
Yeah.
When I come in one of the meet thing and I come back, I see a big scratch on the side of the car, on the back fender, maybe like 1.5 inches or so from the door. And I say, what a wicked set of boy come scratch my car. I'm there I try with my car, you know?
Yeah.
Why didn't come scratch my car?
Yeah.
Not until Kenneth did a slow motion with the iPhone for the burnout. I literally saw the door doing this to the back fender.
The flex.
Yeah. The chassis was good.
Chassis
I'm say
not good.
a 4/4, the man them literally on the top make that be like a 5-piece Lego then put together for the chassis. That's why they're going to car never have no papers. So they was going to cut it up. Yeah, they might dump it. So the whole time I said, all right, you know what? As soon as I get the chance, that's the next step. I'm going to start learning about chassis prep and something. And before we go to that, when they finished second, Mr. Eddie beat me because the second gear they lock up. You see me? And I never win the class, but we come second.
Right. That was the last time the car run.
The EK.
The EK
Run
at Jamwes.
Jamwes.
All right, so we go back.
So then, yeah,
continue.
Find a chassis, purchase a chassis, and then
Before you go to this is the EG though.
Yeah.
But before you go to the EG, right?
Uh-huh.
If the EK chassis was better than what it was, if it was a good chassis then per se, you think you would keep it?
No.
You wouldn't keep it.
Why? Because I realized that naturally the EG chassis is lighter.
Ah.
You understand? And then the EK is a stiffer chassis, because that's where the weight come in order to get it that stiffer chassis. Because the EK was the first Type R.
Okay.
So then they start stiffen up the chassis from the EK so you get more weight. For that purpose is what we plan for though with the roll cage and everything.
You know, the EG would have been a better choice.
would have been a better platform. Plus I like how the EG look more.
Right.
Alright, we get the chassis now and drop out the engine and everything. Say, yo, you know what a nice design. So I copied the design of this RX-8 one they have, which was silver black with the red stripe.
Yes, remember that car.
Yeah. So I just put it with the white instead on this car. But everybody, you know the usual Jamaican people, oh, you copy Speed Factory.
I remember the talk.
And the whole nitromethane or something, and that's where the whole argument they go.
Right.
So we'll move forward from that. We decide, say, you know, I get back my back money from my suspension. You know what I'm saying? I'm say I'm going to spend another car.
Yes.
And I say, yo, sit down on the YouTube University, I'm going to research everything, I'm going to send for all, I'm going to tool them. I'm going to ask a million questions. This is Sean from P2R Racing. He provide all of my parts. I'm like the V6 king right now. Yeah. I'm in Port St. Lucie. Very cool guy. You can call him. Later tonight, I'm going to answer him phone and I'm going to give you the answers that you need, you know? But they secure, before everything though, they secure a copy of the service manual for the engine. That's why I was able to work on it for myself, because if you can't read with some understanding, then you can't do the work. Because it's literally step by torque this to that. Step 2 do this. So I follow that. Remember now, I'm not a mechanic, you know.
Right.
IT work I do, you know, but I can't read. So you read some understanding, you watch the video, thing you know, understand, you ask. And kind of get everything going. That time, Oddly, God rest his soul.
Yes.
Me and him I work on the car.
Yes.
So him I like the mechanic at that point.
Right.
And me just did I learn and do my thing, and I question him, why would I do this? Why would I do that? How can I make it more efficient? Maybe if we do it this way, why them guys do it that way? And you know, we kind of come to a compromise. We both heads, him argue, me not carry you, me not pick you up, me not come back for you. So, you know, but because everybody, because my father, because my brother, you know, because sometimes you're frustrated, you know? And but then we do everything and we start to receive results. But during the time I was rebuilding the engine for this, I said to the old man, I said, I'm going to do it myself, you know, because I'm already really busy. And him being so busy and something, I said to myself, say, you know, I'm going to learn it fully.
Right.
So I'm not going to like do it, my wrist pin them and them something again for me. I do everything for myself. And I had to change the rods. Something because what did they get in the other engine? So I go Superior and buy a block or something. $51,000 by the way. Superior.
Very cheap.
Yeah, I have the receipt, I can prove it. So I buy a strip engine for $51,000, take off the block and transfer, put the new set of rods and the whole 9 yards inside that.
So this was the second engine?
Technically, yeah.
Okay.
That's the motor in here now.
Okay.
And as I said, when they pull the heads on something, water they get down in there.
Right.
Around the back and then, I remember saying a backyard racing and everything done around the back.
Backyard, yeah.
Right. And we get to graduate to the front now. Because there was no this at that time. So I get to graduate
front
to the
yard racing.
Yes. We did that fit up. So it happened that him pass during that time there.
Yeah, that's in Seoul.
Yeah.
Cause that's where me know this car from.
Right.
Yeah.
He had passed and fit up and every time I fit up I do a leak down test. When I do leak down test, I realize the valve them not grind good. That's the one thing all they do for me. They never grind the valve them good.
Right.
But so be it. So I pull it back down and I carry the heads to Precision. And I think I'm Mr. Rohim name.
Yeah, Precision Machine Shop.
Yeah.
Yeah.
For seat the valve them. Because I don't have the time to go do that. I have regular stuff to do and the whole family thing. And I had them back and forth 3 weeks to take them for seat the valve them. Because I want it so precise.
Whoa.
Yeah. And that's what most people don't understand. So not having valves seated properly, you lose a ton of power. It's all motor.
Right.
I can't turn up no boost.
Yes.
So I try to make everything as efficient as possible and everything.
Right.
And we fit up back, we got dyno. The car made, that's the last time, how I go? I think this was the last time, no. This is the first time now, we switched tuners to Jamie Marsh.
Right.
And we tuned the car made like 4.9 or something like that, or 4.7 on M1 fuel, I think it was.
What was the difference?
No, M5 fuel.
In the setup, just the fuel change?
They get some webcams and I'm at fact I go to some heavier rods from Powder because the inline pro ones had a fault in them. And that's why I'm gonna have to change it.
So you just change rods and cams and fuel?
And springs. I'm gonna change the springs because I had some beehive springs, but they weren't for this car. But Slick Fab had come out with a set of springs at the time. And a guy named Aaron O'Neill from English Town Racing or something like that, where him and Miles them work together.
Okay.
Miles car?
With the Gringo, yeah. Gringo Integra.
And I bought the springs through him. Him would have given me a whole bunch of advice, but him is a turbocharged, but him know him some inside out.
Yeah.
Right. And when they decide so more want to use nitromethane, so you know, Mr. Moonman Jimmy, him and who me know as being the best.
Sauce boss, yeah.
I want some of the sauce, you know. So I call up Jamie, finally get through to him and I tell him the bill, I say, yo, listen, I'm having webcams, springs, nitrated valves, CP pistons, powder rods, a steel rod. It is spec for nitrous, but I want to go nitromethane now. And the man say, yeah man, we suppose you can get that done. Cool.
Right.
So we have a can of M5. We tuned for M5. I think we make it a 407 or 409, somewhere about there we made. And then we throw the nitromethane, which was 50-50, so straight out of the can. Boom. Smiles. Get me as a tail.
Jeez.
Smiles. he who knows what 50-50 does to a car, how much power you can calculate how much power will make. I'm not gonna release the power to make the car do sometime, because you know Jamaican people say it. Until we run the time, we don't want to release all of the data.
Right.
But as it is now, the car is I think 12 or 12.5 compression, roughly somewhere about this, so, with powder rods, and it's a 1,000 horsepower rod, so you know it's heavy. It is not a NA build. We come out and we did 10-2 off of the trailer.
I remember that.
That's basically the only pass.
That's the only pass.
Yeah, but the car, the launch limit was too low, so it did a little bug and go, and it done. And as soon as it went into the power band, it spin off a tire. We use the clutch, shift, bam. This time I run, I just get the dog box from Graph. I'm soon get into that.
Yes.
And then we draw a second, I see it back in the limiter. So I just third. Cool, I take the third, fourth. So for that pass, I basically third and fourth carry me through the quarter. If you get my message here. I think it was a 1.8 something 60 foot. And the car was 10-2. Each 0.1 you drop off of your 60 foot is 0.3 off of the overall time. Ooh. So if your 60 foot is 1.8 or 1.7 and then you do a 1.5, it means that you must take off 0.6 off of the overall time.
Right.
Cool?
Right.
Jamie turned to me and said, easy 1.5, man. Don't worry yourself. Your next password is a 1.5. We'll go for the 1.5. No, we'll pull the 1.5. Unfortunately, it damaged third gear.
Yeah,
right.
I remember that.
So we'll pack up shop and we'll go home.
Yeah.
We see the 1.5.
Yes.
Then I order the gears, fit up back. Them said to me, the fork, now I gotta manage it, blah, blah, blah. Anyway, Sean sent me a set of billet forks for me that try out from long time. Put in the billet forks or something, come back for the race meet. We cut a 1.460 foot now with the back wheels lock up because the staging brake that gave me trouble at the time. It dragged the back wheels, cut the 1.460 foot, but then they wouldn't shift. You get what I say? Plus we have problems with the Infinity. And that's why I'm going to switch over to the
I remember that, yes.
The fuel tech.
The fuel tech, yes.
We managed to cut the 1.4 that time, but before that I made a 11.0 and a 11.1 pass on 3 cylinders.
Yes.
Right.
You could even hear
this is why this set isn't as dark as this set. If when you see the B road, you're gonna see the back set. So only this head run here was working. Get me say?
Yeah.
And we're on the 50-50 at the time. So 3 cylinder 50-50, 11.0 and 11.1. And this is me using clutch. So if I shift it without the clutch, I get it into 10s. You know, and these were like 1.6 60 foot. So we know,
right.
You know what I mean? You could only do it. So by the time we change, we get it out. We get it for work, the other meets with everything. And so we did the 10-2 on the AM Infinity.
Right.
Right, but it wasn't this ignition system in there now. At that time, it was the regular big coils. And what you call it? We did that 10-2 on that, and then we come back. So I finally solved the problem and we come back. It was just gearbox problem after gearbox problem.
Yeah, I remember that. You keep
so the whole of that year was just full gearbox. And then talking to the other people, because I was one of 15 who got that gear set from Graph. And that gear set was rushed. So it wasn't right. Everybody had pure problems with it. So now we decided to go to the Quaif. So we say, you know what? Let me just switch out. And we went to the Quaif box.
That's a K series box?
Yeah.
Okay.
And that's what we did now. So we realized the starter now is under the car. But we never have this at the time. So the Thursday before the last race meet, I went to test. But then the car is nose heavy. And then all I did was, I didn't even burn out. I just roll it down the track and go through the gears. And when I went through that little fault in the track at the bottom, it hit the bumper and mash up the starter, tear off the wire and something, and it a little scrape on the oil pan. So then I missed the last race meet again. So, you know, it's not without it adversities, but the car, I try, and you just have to pay your tolls, I guess, before you get to come out.
Yes, you have to pay your dues.
Yes. So, that kind of cover most of the stuff. So today, you know, we're going testing.
All right.
We're tuned on M1. It make more power than the M5, but the only change is the ITBs from the last time, I think. Yeah. And the fuel tech, the ITBs, and I think this, no, not the ignition system. The ignition system carry over. And I changed the fuel pump. It was an upgrade to the fuel pump. But, and yeah, that's it. And some little minor
stuff.
Yeah. But otherwise, the engine is the same. Yes, everything is done by me. I painted the car myself. I cut it out. I tack up the roll cage and everything myself. Get to Nesbitt. Nesbitt, they come well it out.
Right.
For me, and he did, Nesbitt, I don't want to do the fabrication work like for the design of the manifold.
All right.
Very cool guy. I like my brother that.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
And he met me someone, he have an idea, when I talk about it and I work on it.
Right.
You see me? But most of the things I come up with myself. So I wire the car, paint it, build the engine, do all the research and everything myself.
That may I say, because I realize you're almost like practically like a one-man army. The only thing I know you're doing on the car is tune the car.
And that is Jamie.
That's literally the only thing you do. I realize you wire the car from scratch. You paint the car, you bodywork the car, you spray the car, you for see the amount of fabrication you do on the car as well. And you said to me prior before this that this is a strictly YouTube university.
Yes. Yes.
For come so far.
Yeah.
All right. The J Series platform here in Jamaica, I would say worldwide. It's not necessarily a popular choice of engine.
No, it's not.
I mean, of course, there are so many K series that are doing time or whatever the case is. I know you said it earlier, but have you ever thought of ripping the J series out and going K series?
No. And honestly, that's why the whole time I fought with the gearbox last year.
Right.
Or last season. I wanted everything to be J. As in OEM and the dog gears and stuff. Everything's supposed to be J. The fact is the engine is easy to work on. It wasn't a steep learning curve to it. And it makes the power and it's reliable.
Right.
And somebody had to be the first. A few guys know switching over to J Series because they're getting more aftermarket support. And I think this is going to be the next step for drag racing for Hondas.
For J Series?
Yeah, I think no. For Hondas.
For Hondas in general?
I think
the J Series is the next step.
The next power plant.
You see it coming, you call it.
Coming. Remember I said it.
All right.
It's the next evolution because the K Series, apart from what the Junk 2 project is now, it's not going to get a whole bunch of development after that. I'm basically at the limit. Them reach like 125 horsepower per cylinder.
Right.
Something about this, so?
Right.
Right, so it's only so much more in terms of all motor it can do.
Right.
So the next step is add 2 more cylinders.
Right.
And there comes the J.
I mean, this engine in general, how difficult is it to get parts? Like, what's the aftermarket support like? The intake, when we realized you have on the car, was this like something custom or off-the-shelf parts?
All right, there's a guy named Lance Hayward, very cool guy. And the whole time, he likes J engines, but he's really a Porsche person. And him also do ITBs and stuff for like the SR20s and something.
Okay.
Right. But he was always the one that said he was going to design it. You see me? So I'm calling him and say, hey, Jimmy, talk to Lance and make him fast track this now because we need it.
Okay.
We need it. So Jamie make a call for me and say, yo, Lance, please put a little paper on the step in terms of development for the J. So I got the first one.
Whoa.
Right. And this is the only 60mm version of it that I know of that came out, and I got it.
Whoa.
The others are 50s.
Okay.
Right. And
The exhaust on the car. I noticed you said that you kind of gave the specifications on how it should be built
yes.
to Nesbitt. How you
Right. So
work out that now?
everything has like a math behind it, I
Right.
realize. And then I run one of the calculators. I look at the design of the K series or something. And then we do some math and we roughly calculate how
You're
long we want the road to, the runners to be, and why them do the step up between, because it's like an inch and 3/4 here, and
Right.
an inch and 1.8 something, and then step up into a 2 inch into the choke. So we run the calculator for calculate the choke size I want versus the runners and the length of the runners. I tell it to Nesbitt, I show him the constraints, and then him build around the constraints.
Whoa.
Right. I know you're probably gonna ask me why the head's connected to the exhaust.
Yeah, what's up with that? What's up with that?
All right. I was looking into the crank. I would come across a video with the crankcase buildup,
Right.
the pressure inside of there. Cool.
Right.
Remember, I said natural methane create its own atmosphere, basically.
Okay.
So we realized at some point you're gonna have like a blow by.
Right.
So you're gonna fill up the crank with some pressure, and when the piston will come down, it's more work for get it down.
That's right.
Yeah, it's almost like a parasitic loss, somewhat.
Right.
So I say, how am I gonna get the air out of the thing? But by just breathing alone, it's gonna actually back up.
Yes.
So I come across the old school method. I always good to go back old school. You know? And once you have air passing over an outlet with like a 45 degree, it will actually create a vacuum and start pull the air out.
Right.
So I apply it by a evac system, crankcase evac system, and adapt it on to here. And that's how that works. So you ever seen when they're vacuuming the coolant system?
Right.
And then blow air across it and then vacuum it
Right.
and check if it's a leak or
Right.
something? At the same concept. In blowing the air across it, in this case, at the exhaust. So it's going to pull the air out of the motor and make it a little bit more efficient. That's it. So we just strive to be as efficient as possible. Right. So.
And was there what was like the most challenging thing you come across since building this engine? Because so far, based on how you explain stuff, it still seems a bit relatively simple.
Reading. That's not all I would like for read. No, seriously, it is that. If you read, you sit down and you spend the time and you read the instruction booklet, and you see the manufacturer say, do not do these things. Just don't do them.
Right.
Because them know people have a tendency not to listen.
Right.
So we follow what the instructions officer, and each manufacturer already know what the specification is and what it's supposed to operate in.
Right.
And then if you have any problems, you just call them and you tell them what you do already, and then they say, oh no, you probably missed something there or something. So I'm gonna stick to the basics. And then some of it are common sense where I learn over time. You know,
Right.
because this wasn't the first race car I had ever before.
Ah.
Right. So I'm gonna say what them do. Plus my father that work on his own car. I'm gonna help him. So we're always hands-on the whole time. And I ask questions. Kenneth, give me a whole heap of advice.
Ah.
Yeah, because I ask Kenneth, why you run this by your car? Why you run that by your car? And we shoot little ideas off of him.
Right.
So a big shout out to Kenneth too. You know
Right.
me? And as I said, I asked Jamie, we talked to Aaron O'Neill or something. And since we start hanging out with Williams,
Right.
them
A
still
whole
even
different
show,
level of
yeah, them show
information.
you some stuff too. Me show them some stuff, them show me some stuff. But if you were to share information, the development of our sport would have been bigger. You understand what I say? I hate
Right.
the people who come and them just look. And then probably see something when them could have said to you.
And them not
and then
say
just
it.
walk away.
They won't say it.
Right. But if you call them out on it, them are going to say to you, say, yeah, you can't look on my car.
True.
But they're going to look on your car.
Yeah.
And I don't think that is fair.
Yeah.
You get me? I say? I don't think that is fair. It's not much support you get from most of the Jamaican people.
Yeah.
But me try help out. I can remember one day when the car break, I do my watch race. Because my spirit broken. I'm not go race if I'm not race.
Yeah.
I'm not go stand up in the sun unnecessarily. I'm sorry. Because everybody gonna say, "Oh, I'm take her." I'm going to explain to them exactly what happened again. I'm going to say, "Yo, you know what? I'm stay home." I remember Frenchie. I only know Frenchie through Instagram. Let's back and forth chat a little bit through Instagram. I'm see my race. I text him. I don't have his phone number. I text him through Instagram. I'm say, "I hope you respond." I'm say, "Yo, come up on Instagram." And I'm sure I'm say, "Yo, don't drive the car that way there. You being in the limiter the whole time, the car not accelerate. You actually are slow down. Don't make it late the limiter. Just switch and just make a pass." And Frenchie do it. Him listen. And Frenchie come back and say, "Yo, thanks, Onair."
Small things like them.
Yeah. And I'm going to look on it and say, "Yo, sometimes the people who understand it, it have to be an older set. The people who understand it, them have the information, them won't share it.
True.
And if you have the younger guys that come up in it, without them, the sport is going to die.
That's right.
So you can't be selfish.
That's right.
You point out little things to them, and you only can give them information. If them take it, them take it. If not, you make it stay.
True.
So, whenever I see somebody, I can say, "Yo, you know that's not right." And if you want to listen, you listen. If not, so be it.
That's right.
I'm going to leave it there. But the other time, though, you have the people, and when you help them, then you remember who helped them.
Right. That's true.
Yeah. And you will take it and...
What do you think would that be your long-term goal or your ultimate goal with this build that you have?
Low eights. Eventually, I'm going to get there.
Whoa.
I'm going to go low eights per natural method. You're not going to do it low eights per motor alone.
Right.
But in discussions with Jamie, him say where the motor can on M1 can go over 500. Him see it and just give some time for development to happen. I mean, I start doing my own little research on something. Jamie, I give me some good information too.
Right.
I start looking into some stuff. Sean, I do some development, and yo, this guy, he's my lead right now in terms of development. Sean,
Yeah.
like him have own cams and stuff.
Right.
And we're working on our next engine for the car. So he's done the heads already.
Ah.
Right. So those heads are CNC heads, oversized valves.
So basically, you have a race spec motor now.
A full, not
full
all
race.
motor, a full NA spec motor
Okay.
build now. Because I'm gonna say to you, this was our nitro spec
Okay.
setup. So we got like lightweight rods and the little thin, neat pistons.
Okay.
Higher compression and something, because it's like a 12 and a half, something like that in here now. So it's like a medium compression. The K Series guy, them they're like almost 16.
14, 15.
And almost
Yeah.
16, them there. And with that, I think Jamie probably made the most power at 441. Or 442, I think.
With this motor, with the J Series?
With the K Series.
Whoa,
Right.
Yes.
Right. When we release the power, you will understand why I mentioned the 441.
Yes.
I remember now, me hand port the heads myself. And yeah, I sit on a hand port. I just buy a Mikata porting tool, the die grinder.
Right.
I'm buy the bit them. I'm sit down and port it out. It take me one full day.
For port the head?
Yeah, 2 of them. 6 cylinders, one full day. Right. So now I'm pouring them out. So I will make a little bit of changes. So there's a little mix match stuff from other J Series engines. So like the rocker arms are the aluminum ones from one of the cheaper engines them.
Right.
And so it's always like on VTEC, quote unquote.
Right.
And we make them look at changes and we see a little bit of improvement.
Right.
But most of the power comes in at mid-range, and that's where it's key. It's more usable power and not just peak power.
Right.
So
Me personally say it all the time, and may I say it again. I think your car has the great potential. Your car has very great potential, as myself, pretty much eliminate the all-motor record as it is in the country now, which I think they were 9.6.
fingers crossed.
But
But the 9.6 is natural methane. And that's with a wheelie bar.
Yes.
Right. And I think the Buster guy is his name?
Yes, Buster.
Right. Because when I saw your video, I started look to him page. He didn't post much on it, but I suspect it's also natural methane he did that time.
Yes.
He did?
Yeah.
Okay, there we go. And it's a B series. So Antigua have all of the records, as we hear. That's what it is. So my hope on M1,
Yes.
because I'm not gonna lie to you, even when you're looking at the back of the van now, we're test by M1. I hope we can go faster than 9.6 on M1.
That's the goal.
That's the goal.
Okay.
And then we're gonna switch over to the bad boy gas. And we're gonna put a sticker to tell you when we're up on outlaw, because I'm not hide. I'm not gonna hide nobody and tell them, say, oh, you know, I was running ethanol or I was running nitromethane. Just be open.
Yes.
The data is there. You only gonna trick people who don't understand it.
Yeah.
When people who do understand it, they're gonna know better.
Yes.
Because if you put the time in the calculator, there's a car calculator you can download on your phone, you can roughly estimate the power. And you're gonna know, say, at that point, it wasn't ethanol you were on, it was the M1, it was the M5, it was nitromethane.
Right.
It's just common sense.
Right.
So I'm hoping to move that record and give the Caribbean a true all-motor record.
Right.
And then we'll go lower with the time.
But that's why it now go happen. As I say, you take your time and you work out the kinks. And to be honest, Onair me have to big you, because at this point you take on a task where ain't nobody else doing it.
Well, that's true.
You know, you're the only J series racing on the island. There is no more.
Yeah.
But I don't know if nobody else decide, you know, they maybe want to build one, but there's
a guy
more.
from, it's not Antigua, the other one,
Anguilla, a white EK.
Yeah.
Yes.
But him,
But when I see it.
I don't know, him not listen. No, not say, you don't listen. He may ask you a million questions, but him not listen.
Yeah.
Right, so.
Right.
He may eventually get there.
Yes.
Maybe, I don't know if it's a funding issue, because there's something them cost a lot of money.
That I'm going to ask you, like, what the cost for build one of these versus a K series, is it relatively the same, or?
It's cheaper.
It's cheaper?
Yeah, it's cheaper.
Ah.
Now with the engines, well, you gotta get an engine now for about $800. And the rods and the piston or something, it does not add up to the 4-piston money. But you make the same power.
Right.
With all of them I have. Whatever them are gonna make, we're gonna make the same thing, if not more.
Yeah.
And with the ITBs now, we're up there. Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
Hint. And that's M1.
Right.
Right, so.
So instead the specifications on this current motor is, as I said, the 60mm trackable bodies.
Yes.
And the
By Lance Hayward.
right. And you said the cams.
It's 12 injectors.
12 injectors.
Yeah, because he did that for us.
Ah.
So we have an additional set out here. But yo, that's the money for the injectors though. Jesus. I have a big up to my sponsors for shipping in SSN.
Right. Oh yeah,
Those couriers.
Yes.
Oh my God. If without them, without Sheldon, I would have just died. Because at one point he wasn't charging me to bring in the race car stuff. So I'm gonna just buy them. I'm gonna get them to come.
Whoa.
So it saved me a whole heap.
Whoa.
Him really do help me with this one. And if you notice, no stickers are up on the car now.
Yes,
so like the P2R sticker go up on there. Because no, Sean not really charge me full price, or me just say, you know, that's fine. Just use that.
Right.
Or just test that. And the SSN couriers have to go up on there. Jason's on there. There's a man and Jamie Marsh have to go up on it. So for race meet, all the stickers are gonna be on for who contribute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And we're gonna try to get it done.
Well, Onair, as we say, I don't see why it can't happen. I know it can happen, as I say, as long as you know everything work out, because as I say, you pretty much still a day test and tune and a dial in and I make sure so everything go smooth. But I have two questions I want for ask if I pretty much just wrap up that segment here.
Sure.
What do you want to see going forward in motorsports? This is something I ask pretty much everybody. What do you want to see going forward in motorsports for improve the sport? Or, you know, make it better?
I'd like for the Caribbean Cup become a reality.
Right.
And then the selected few, or who can afford it outside of the sponsorship, we can send the cars to the different islands, or we can race. Nice. You understand what I said? The Caribbean is so small. Look at America. America is bigger than the whole Caribbean, I have to say that.
True.
Right. But yet people who drive 3,000 miles or more for carry them car to our race meet, for compete. as a day from skunk too, so inbreeding lead to retardation. That's what, after a while, we got things so we are the best because only I compete against people amongst the foot where after a while it's like, oh, you Jamaicans, they might look down on us, like, oh, you Jamaicans, look a slow car and one like nothing that big and the videos them come out and some, right?
True.
So I'm gonna like to take it to that level where eventually we can get there. I'm gonna like if we have like a club that the members of the club don't pay no duty. Because it's really hard. As Jamaicans, we have it really hard. We pay like 3 times the amount. So buy one time, ship it the other time, and one for duty. It's 3 times the amount. But yet we expect to perform on a level for match with international people. We don't have no good track. And I love a good track. You see me? I'm gonna like people to be open and honest with each other. You don't need to tell everybody all of your business. But if you ask a question, but you tell me, say, you know what? I don't want to answer you. I can't release that information there.
Better you say that, right?
Then for say to you say, oh no, and you lie to the person.
Yeah, then mislead
you
them.
See me? I see people call themselves Christians. I lie to the little man them right down the road. You come out and you say this and you say that. Or people say, oh no man, I'm not have this or I'm not have that. Just leave it alone.
Right.
You see me? I see people tell people say them sponsor me. And people are saying to me say, but so and so sponsor him. I say, no. Just tell your girl say, I like the sport, look on the car, I'm a virgin car. Lie to her, say, so let's say your sponsor. You understand what I say? You don't need to tell her that for what feel about it. Yeah. That's how I like to take it.
All right. Last question. Any advice to who want to cross over to this platform? Where them start?
Not to, I give a general advice. Budget. As a racer, budget. Do not spend your house money, your rent money, you're picking the money for a race car. Take it to where you can afford. Work within your budget. Get your car ready. Remember, safety is a key component. You understand? Don't forget that part of it. What else? We have another one, you know. But in terms of the build, advice, it's cheaper. You can wait a bit till more information come out. Find yourself a good mechanic when I go rob you. One when afraid to tell you, you know I don't know, you need to get some information on the engine rather than mess up your parts that you just spend how much money to buy.
Right.
And send you out to go fail. Because some of them know you're going to fail. I will never tell you you're going to fail. And that is a big issue. Because you want it cost at the end of the day.
Right.
Your heart literally hurt you when you see the money go down the drain.
Yeah.
You get me answer? If people were just a little bit more honest, and just listen a little bit more and read with understanding, you'd find that it's not as hard.
Right. Me personally just have to take the time out still to give a massive shout out. Big up yourself, great man, Onair. Big up.
Thanks.
Because
I know the interview long dated, but we'll get there.
I mean, I watch you do this over the years. As I said, I watch this car since God rest him soul hardly. Yeah. Hardly at it, with it. And I watch it from the EK chassis, as you said before. And
even Dwight, the first part, they give me a good hand too. Dwight from Up Kasha Park. That's
right.
Yeah, him they give me a good hand when we just start out.
Right.
So.
I have to big you up for see how far you really reach with the car, or you stick it through, and you never give up. For see all of the adversities them where you face with it. And funny enough, I like just some small stuff, but them take time.
Yeah, and then take a whole bunch of money. Every time it breaks. Because even when the gearbox broke, third gear, Graf told me that, we have an updated gear for that because they had a problem. Then one time that get the problem, they said, we have forks now, but you have to buy a whole new gear set.
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying, I'm not going to support them because being as we're one of the first people to pay for development of the gears, I don't see why I should even be paying you again. I'm only get like 2 parts out of the box.
No make no sense.
Right.
And that was on a J series box.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You see me? So I say, for the price that cost me, I put like $2 more grand on the money, I'm going to get the Quave.
Yeah.
So Kenneth, they put me on to Mark from GP1 Racing.
GP1 Racing, yeah.
I'm going to talk to him, I'm going to tell him what it is, Jamie. Jamie also talked to Mark, and Mark give me an express. I'm going to send it out, and we'll get it done. So big up Mark. So I want to call him and ask Mark stuff. him answer me.
Right.
That's good customer service. Is what Jamaican people don't have.
Yeah.
But the guy them answer you.
Yes.
Just don't ask a stupid question. Do some research first before you go and look like an idiot.
Yeah.
Or we get a little bit ill-tempered and I shout and I say, yo, your part's not good, you robbed me. You know, Jamaican people love go off
Yes,
for that tangent real quick. You know, you ask the questions them first and then you give them the little, you know, passive-aggressive way.
Right.
But we don't hurt them feelings because the man them ego easily bruised.
Right.
Even the racer them are the same thing. Them ego easily bruised. But
Right.
wow, we're behind time because you
Ready now, so we are go track.
We have to go track.
All right.
So, peace. No big boy guy.
So you make the first pass a while ago, you say, right?
Yeah.
What was that?
Never feel fast at all. But I'm gonna say the burnout. I'm gonna enable the burnout. Tap a little button on the screen. Jamie do for me. I never forget to turn it off. So I had the first one off of the trailer. I'm with the 11 tree. But let's see what we can get good done now. It's supposed to be on full power now.
Okay.
I might make sure to turn it off.
All right.
Yes.
Otherwise, from that though, the car feel solid.
I'm not worried about the dip or the whatever down there, so I'll go through all right. I see a little cup, but I don't see really not anything really touch.
Right.
So we should be good. So, but they kind of worried about down that side.
All right.
So.
You saw the second pass though?
Yes.
All right then.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Yeah, but we are not need touch. Me here, it touch 2 times. Look, don't wish about the starter what they did there. It touch me, I can't run without it.
I don't know how good the eyesight is, but you watch it inside.
I put on my glasses.
I want belly this you put in it.
You have to put a belly, and that's the starter, I have to cover the starter.
That's
Touch.
touch.
Yeah, that's a touch. So I have to run with the plate.
Anything can about that, don't me?
The limiter for them one there, and they do a 9.9.
Sound better. Way better. Yeah. Way better. Alright, so sum it up.
It pick up 2 miles per hour, but it look like it blow off second. So when I get not a second. So I end up running at 10.1 this time.
Okay.
So the launch too low, because when I pull 1.5, normally they can't pull 1.4 out of the car. So, but Jamie a little bit busy today. But we get some data. That's what came here for. And the car did at 9.9. Technically the first pass. So
yeah, this is the first clean pass, bro.
yeah. I want to listen this time we go down on a touch. It slammed 2 times down on another. So the skid plate are doing thing.
Right. Skid plate at work.
Yeah.
Right.
So we feel good now.
Right.
Because the bumper everything is still intact.
Right.
Right. So we just need to figure out pull the logs and see what go on with it. But remember now, we just need to split 1 second.
Yeah.
And a half.
Yeah.
And we're there for M1, not nitromethane, M1.
Right.
Right, so go over the logs and make some changes and some. I'm pleased. If you pull a 9, technically on the first pass, because the first time I go out, I had on the burnout of the whole thing. So the shift line will come on, one lap ref to like maybe 6800 or so.
Right.
And it do what, 11.3?
Right.
I'm in unlimited the whole time, so now the shift light come on, we are shift on the light. We shift it actually better this time, but as I say, it look like it lose traction in a second.
Right.
Pleased.
Pleased today.
Yeah, I'm the first time I ever get to test the car before race meet.
True.
Right, so it's like a big improvement, more than what we usually have.
Right.
So
what are your plans going forward for the leading up to race weekend? To the race day?
Alright, so when Jamie have some time, I'm gonna pull the logs off of the car. See, because come walk with me. The A4 seems like it is off. Because when you look down there, see the fuel I run over. See it? See it I run over? Way too rich. Way too rich. So we have to just trim it out and it'll pick up at the power and everything. And
So apart from that,
We're basically good, yeah. We're basically good. We're going to look into the ratios after the log and everything and see what we can get done. But we'll get there.
You get there.
We'll get there. I'm pleased, man. Remember, I know, 1 second is much difference, you know.
Right.
Right, but we just need to get the car as clean as possible going on the track.
Right.
But, because you don't really feel fast. No, be honest, I tell you, say, though, when you're sitting in there, it's very smooth. It's very, this box is it.
Alright, the box at work.
It's it. The money well spent.
Right, it's at work.
Work, man. It does the click, 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 and it just goes.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we're pleased with the car. Really pleased. For the first run out like this on M1. I remember it's not a true all motor engine.
Right.
And we're taking it there. I know we can go at least 9.5 to 9.4 on M1.
Right.
Put in the bad boy gas and the top to that after that.
Backside.
I write to you in poetry with words left on the shelf. Full of dust, you'll know it's me and from nowhere.